Alright, enough of the promo shots. If you guys have been following me on Twitter, you know exactly what this is. You can probably tell from some of those clips a little bit earlier. But I got an order from Ghost Keyboards. Not sponsored or anything, just bought this, saw it, really liked it, wanted to get it. I have kind of a white setup over here. Room is a mess, sorry. I have kind of a white setup, and this kind of will go with that, but it is a Belle Delphine collaboration with Ghost Keyboards, so I'm very excited to finally have gotten this. And I will say I got it responsibly. I had a bunch of action figures from Dragon Ball, whatever. I sold a bunch of them to make the money to buy this. So awesome. If you think this is cool, go check out Ghost Keyboards. They also have a PewDiePie one, which is how I heard of them first. This is just kind of the way I went instead of that. So let's take a quick little peek. Oop. So we're going to start with some of the small things. This was a huge combo, comes with a lot of great things, and I'm excited for all of it. There is a hand-signed portrait of Belle Delphine. Very cool. Gotta love it. It's a little warped from the heat, even though like I got it as soon as it delivered, but it is what it is. We'll go ahead and open these guys up. It's a bunch of stickers. I don't want to show these up close too much because they are a little, fair warning, a lot of this is pretty graphic, well, semi-graphic, not exactly nudity or anything, but I guess you could say suggestive. This one's not so bad. You can kind of see the quality of these guys. So, pretty cool. A bunch of Belle Delphine inspired stickers. So, really excited about that. Those are pretty nice. I didn't actually know this or the Polaroid was a part of it before getting it. So once I read up a little bit more and realized that was a part of it, you know, that's just a plus. But the main part of this is our keyboard. So check this out. There you go. That's a little bit good of a view. You can see Belle is down there on the space bar. It does come with a replacement space bar. We've got the pink kind of on there on the end caps and a little paw print on the escape bar. So really excited about this. I'm gonna set it up and kind of start using it for the rest of my work day. I'm on lunch right now. And later today, after I've used it a little bit, I'm gonna kind of go over how it actually feels, how I like it, but it so far seems pretty good. This might be a little loud, I don't know, but you can hear it's got that mechanical little tappy tap that you love to hear so much. And there's even little icons underneath each of the keys, the Y, the T. I have to figure out what those mean, but it comes with a quick start little troubleshooter guide. So I'm sure going through that, I'll figure it out. And it does have that LED gamer feel to it. It's just not plugged in. So we'll get to that part a little bit later when we're doing how they actually perform. And it also comes with a mouse pad. Cover those. There's like pasties on it, but it's got the wrist support to kind of, you know, support your wrist, but they're little boobies. Gotta love that. Feels really nice, like soft. It's not warped or anything, so love to see that. I was kind of worried because transporting something like this, it's in the heat for a while, so you never really know if it got messed up till you try it out. So next thing we got is a mouse. You can change your polling rate from 125 hertz, 500 hertz, and 1000. So that function is underneath. It's pretty similar to the mouse I have now. So I expect it to kind of look, I guess you guys can't see this, but if you look in the reflection of the computer, you can see exactly where the LEDs are. And this does have that honeycomb pattern to it too. So this is pink, and this is what the front looks like. If you can see up in the corner, it's got those white paw prints. Classic Belle, gotta love it. You got your little side buttons here if you need those. Sounds pretty good. So I think this can change exactly how your mouse reacts to you using it, which is very exciting. And it comes with, like, I don't know if it's custom or exactly how they branded this, but this is going to be your USB plug for your keyboard. All right, so it's pretty heavy duty. Plugs in through here. There we go. So this is obviously the USB port right there. Put it into any USB hooked up to your computer. Should work fine. This is the part that plugs into the back of the keyboard. So very cool stuff with that. Let's take another look at the keyboard so I can show you everything, because I think I missed some. You got those little paw prints, right? And then over in that other corner, you've got the Belle Delphine little signature, not her actual signature, but her name. And we got this here, which is a Bluetooth receiver 5.0 key puller, an extra spacebar, and a Type USB cable. Type C USB cable if needed. So we're gonna go ahead and open that up, take a quick look at it, because I'm not exactly sure what all of that is. All right. So if you want to use a white keyboard instead of the pink Belle Delphine, Ghost includes a custom, well, not custom, but their brand, a Ghost spacebar, which is pretty simple, and it's white, so it matches the keyboard even if you want to take off that pink spacebar. You've got your USB-C right here, and I like how they protected the ends with the plastic covering, making sure everything's okay. Some places don't really do that, so it's awesome. And you've got your Bluetooth receiver, so if you want to charge this up and plug it in Bluetooth, that's something you can do, which is awesome. Like I said earlier, your key puller if you want to just but yeah, that's pretty much everything right now. I have to go in and set all this up and kind of try it out, and we're gonna see how well this stuff does. It was just under $300, but like I said, I spent some other things, or I sold some things I wasn't using to be able to buy it, and I think it'll be worth it. I kind of wanted to upgrade my stuff a little bit anyway, and I really like how this is, and everything that comes in it. From what I've heard, PewDiePie talks a lot about this brand because he has a collaboration with them as well. And I've heard really just reputable things about them. They seem like a great brand. I haven't really spent this much on like peripherals at once, but I thought this would be a good thing to go with. So I'm going to spend some time setting this up, trying to figure out how it works the best for myself, and we're going to come back a little bit later to take a look at it together. And we're back. All right, guys, welcome back. I guess this is the same video for you, but I'm later in the evening for me. We're taking another look at our Belle Delphine Ghost Keyboards collaboration set that we bought. So let's jump right into the second half of this. So I just want to point out that with this, firstly, I guess this is all real leather. This is a pretty heavy duty case, and I'm glad they shipped it in something like this, because when you pay $300 for something, you want to make sure you get it in good condition. You want to make sure the person who's sending it to you is taking care of what they're sending you. So I can say Ghost Keyboards did a really good job with that. But also, this is a limited time thing, and they're numbered. So only 2,000 of these were made, and I actually got number 699. So if 1,301 of you guys, I'm just kidding, not a sponsor. But I actually really like this case. I I could have bought all the items separately for maybe $30 cheaper, but then maybe it was closer to $50 cheaper, but then I wouldn't have gotten the Polaroids or the stickers or this suitcase type thing. So that's why I went the route I did. You guys can see I've already got the Belle Delphine sticker right here. You can see in my PC I've got Amelia over there. Gotta love her, what a queen. Both of them. Crystalanius logo, as I pointed out earlier. So we're here to talk about everything I got, kind of how it functions. Remember, this is day one, so take some of it with a grain of salt or whatever's appropriate for you. I'm not an expert with keyboards and all this kind of thing, but I'm going to do my best to kind of tell you what I know about this. So firstly, let's start off with the easy stuff. The Polaroid is very cool. Little close-up view of it. It is hand signed by Belle, apparently, and I think there's a couple different ones. I don't think all 2000 are different, but I think there's a couple different ones you can get. So I think that's cool. If they were all the same, that'd kind of suck. But if there is some diversity. I've seen other people open this and get different photos than what I've got. So with that being said, that's pretty cool. It did get kind of bent. I don't know if you guys can see a little bit. So that really does suck, but it's a Polaroid. It'll probably happen anyway. And that's not the main thing I wanted to buy anyway. So we're good with that. The stickers were a little bent also, but when you put them down and push on them for a little bit, it works out. I don't really have a huge problem with that. So I'm going to pretend like that's not an issue because it really kind of isn't. All right, next up is our Ahiago mouse with the boobies. This is actually really good. I want to just show the top part. You guys can see that it's really kind of detailed. You could buy something like this off of Amazon with like a custom character or something like that. But I think it's really cool to have this as a part of the huge set. And it really does actually feel nice and support your wrist. Like surprisingly well for what you're buying it with. It's just surprising. So with that being said, I do like the mouse pad, and it is kind of sticky resistant, like not sticky resistant, but it sticks in one place. Like I'm trying to kind of move it, and you can't really move it unless you lift up the parts of it. So I think that's really good, especially for what a mouse pad is. It's soft, it does the wrist support, and it matches everything. So that's great in my book. Next up, we have the mouse. So this is very cool. You've got one main light here, kind of in the center where everything is. And then you've got a different line of LEDs over here, and also one under the scroller right there. And there's a ghost software you can download. I still haven't found it, so I can't say anything about that, but there is a ghost software where you can individually program each of these RGB lights, and they're RGB, not LED, I believe, but you can program them. I didn't even notice this before. You guys might not even be able to see it, but it says Belle on the end there. Anyway, these lights all can function independent of each other with the software, which is awesome. And you can go in and program that however you like. Now we have the keyboard, right? When I first started messing with it, I got kind of disappointed because it's just, I didn't know if I was doing something wrong, if it wasn't working. This is what it looks like now. So I think that's awesome. And there's a bunch of different ways you can customize it. And there's some things you need to know about it, like you do not have a number pad or like a arrow pad, so you have to use the WASD. Now the only problem with that on this keyboard is you have to change it to activate as like a directional pad, or change it to act as the respective letters, which you can do by hitting FNW. I will say the little pamphlet they include shows like all the instructions, key combos you can do to kind of add shortcuts to your computer or activate certain controls in the keyboard. So with that, the whole mini keyboard, having to do keyboard specific typing to control the RGB, I'm actually really okay with, because they made it so easy. I will say that in this, there's actually a typo. They say FN plus TAL activates backlight switch mode, or backlight mode switch. What that really means is FN plus tab. So if you guys didn't know that, now you know. FN stands for function, and then tab is tab. So this is great. I really like, let me just point out how this looks with the LED on. The paw print on this side goes up and down. It depends on what setting you have it on, but the way these keycaps kind of fill with color when the RGB is going over them, it looks fantastic. I love it. So we're gonna play a little bit with this. I'm gonna turn the lights off and show you some of the things it can do, and let's go. All right, so you guys can see now that the lights are off how well the mouse lights. I think this is really good. I like that the lights are independent of each other, which is an improvement on my other mouse. And also I want to say about this is it's so light. Like, I thought my other mouse was light because it had this same honeycomb pattern, but because it takes away so much from the surface, and there's like one circuit board in there and everything else is hollow. So this is a very light mouse, and it's very comfortable to like move around and use as you'd use a mouse, I guess. So I have nothing but good things to say about the mouse. The keyboard does have its problems, but I want to show off what you can expect. If you use if you use FN tab, you can change the color patterns and kind of how it lights up, and you have a bunch of different options. So I think this is really cool. I've never had a keyboard like this. And then if you find a color pattern you like, you can also cycle through this. This is great. But if you find one you like this is the one I was using, or no, it wasn't. Let's see. Yeah, see, you can do it so it responds to how you click, and then you can change the color, right? FN control, it starts changing the colors and going through all that, and it responds as you type, which is a very cool function. I just want to get back to where I was, and I liked the pink, so I'm going to use FN control till we get there, and I passed it. Boom. So there you go. That's how you do it. You can turn the brightness up or down. Now let's get back to the light, shall we? Now, this keyboard does function really well. I like the keys a lot. They press easily. You hear that little clicking, that satisfying clicking when you push down on them, and it does really everything you need it to do. The only problem I've encountered, and maybe this is something that's just this keyboard, maybe it's something that Ghost Keyboards needs to figure out. This is the one main problem I have, but it is overcomeable. I have problems with this keyboard trying to use the Bluetooth function. The keys seem sticky, as if like it was the H key specifically. At one time I would push down H, and then 500 H's would show up on the screen wherever I was trying to type any of the text, and then I'd try to delete it or go back, and there would be a delay. So I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe it's something that's adjustable and I can figure out, but because of that, I'm not using it Bluetooth till I learn more about it. So that really sucks, because I really wanted a Bluetooth keyboard or a Bluetooth capable keyboard, and I've never had a good experience with one. So I thought that maybe, this higher class, higher quality keyboard would have a good kind of experience with that, and so far I haven't gotten that. But that being said, even though that's a problem, the USB that this comes with kind of makes you not want to use it Bluetooth anyway. You know, you don't want to use it wirelessly. You got this heavy duty USB cable that plugs into it and goes into your PC, and this is kind of like a statement piece in itself. I think this sells, because they sell most of this stuff separately or individually, and I think this cable is $40 by itself, maybe more. And I actually really like it. I have to find a way to put it on my desk without it getting in the way of anything, but I think that's great. So overall, because of how customizable this is, how light the mouse is, the little extra things that come in, the exclusivity of the case, I think this was a good purchase for me. I know I'm gonna use it. The keyboard is so light, like I don't know what to say. The keyboard is so light. And it feels good, and if you have it plugged in and it's not Bluetooth, I honestly don't have any complaints about it. So I do have to get used to all the key commands, but that's more of a personal thing. I think people who kind of know more about keyboards and are used to this kind of thing will probably not have a problem with that. So that being said, thank you guys for watching me. Leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you want to see some more videos. I just wanted to share this with you guys because I'm super excited. And we're getting set up. You know, we got our PC over here. I didn't actually hit it. We got our new gamer gear, and we're taking it to the top. You know what I mean? All right, guys, I'll see you on the next video.